This is Dr. Kyle Rary. This is part of the Rare Report, and today we have the privilege of talking with Dr. Alyson Adams, who is a professor and director of teaching and learning, as well as what other responsibilities do you have?
Like a regular faculty member, I have research, teaching, and service. So those are all still parts of my identity too, in addition to being director.
Yes. And how long have you been director?
This is finishing my third year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'd like to know, I'm sure that others would like to know, is how did you get where you're at now? What was your calling?
Well, I didn't envision that I would be here. When I was in high school, I loved school, one of those people that just loved high school, and wanted to be a teacher, but my dad was a teacher in the Department of Defense schools. And he said, don't be a teacher, you can be anything you want to be. Don't be a teacher. There's no pay, there's no respect, don't be a teacher. So I went to college here at the University of Florida, majored in finance. And
That seems kind of polar.
Right.
Money, education.
Because he said, teachers don't make money, so I went to where the money was. But I didn't really enjoy it. I loved my classes, but couldn't really envision a career. So long story short, after working a couple of years in the business world, I came back from my master's and then started teaching.
Where did you do your finances at? I mean, you said you went out for employment.
We went to Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay. And then while you're there, then you started reconsidering education.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someone that made a difference in terms of for you to take looking at a different option for you?
Not in the moment, but I thought back to all my great teachers and the inspiration that they had, influence on me and influence on all the students that they taught. So that was what I was always meant to do. It felt like the right decision.
Is there a special teacher, either in elementary or middle school or high school, that had a profound impact on you?
The one I think about is my third grade teacher, Mrs. Ford, and she would design, for example, micro societies where we had to create products and sell them and create business models. And this was in third grade.
And where at again?
In Windham, Maine.
Maine.
And she made spelling lists that had words from popular songs at the time. So the Bay City Rollers helped us with our spelling list. This is back in the 70s. So she made learning so much fun and so real. And it wasn't just learning facts and figures, but sort of came alive. So that was one of my favorite teachers. But I had a lot through high school that were just phenomenal and great people. And you knew not only were they great teachers, but they were great people, and that shone through.
It's awesome. Most teachers that I've interacted with seems to be there's a special teacher like you're talking about, Mrs. Ford, and that this sort of makes a difference. When I was I thought I wanted to be a teacher, but then when I was in college, I had to do some kind of assignment and with overheads, and I did something that was more anatomical. And that person, the teacher or instructor at the time, said, that's a really great thing that you just created, to teach. That's sort of the first time that someone said, and it just made sense because I liked doing the anatomy overhead sessions. So it's interesting how certain people can impact the desire and the passion that follows with that. So you moved then from Atlanta back down to Gainesville?
Back here.
And to get your master's?
And I started my teaching career in Marion County, which is just south of here, and worked at Fort McCoy School, which is a very small little community. It was a K-8 school, and the third year I was teaching there, I was the rookie teacher of the year for the whole county. So a big team came in and observed me, and I had interviews and packets to fill out, and so it was really quite an honor to be recognized for the county. Just having fun teaching in 5th grade.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what grade did you teach?
5th up
Fifth.
to that point, and then after that I taught 6th grade, and later on 7th, 8th, and 7th and 8th.
So how many students was like in the 5th grade?
30 in each class. And then when I was a middle school teacher, I had several sections of about 30 students each. But I thought, little transition, while I was a teacher, one of my passions was teaching other teachers. So I always had collaborative groups of teachers, and we would learn together, which we now call a professional learning community. But at the time, we just wanted to learn together. So one of my thoughts while I was a teacher was I can magnify my impact if I focus on teaching teachers. So that was where I thought about coming back to college, learning how to teach teachers, and learning how to help both people preparing to be teachers and people who are already teachers get even better. So you kind of make that, or I made that shift.
Yeah, I mean, that's an evolution of it. It's really unique in some ways that someone wants. It's going to have an impact at different, as you said, from the students, but also impacting the teachers who are going to teach the students.
Right.
And what's it called again now? You call that
Professional learning for teachers.
For teachers. So is there a program here within your teaching and learning that's designated? And how long of a program is that? Is that for teachers who are already out in the field?
Right. So I've worked in a lot of programs, but the one I'll talk about is the one you're talking about, which is for teachers. So I started a program, a master's program for teachers who are teaching in the state of Florida and wanted to become better at their craft. So master teachers, teacher researchers, and teacher leaders. So we started that program, and it's still thriving today. When did
you start that?
Started it in 2007. And it was one of the earliest online programs here. So we hadn't really developed programs like that. We had one model in the educational technology program, but we wanted teachers to stay in their classrooms and learn at the same time. We didn't want them to have to quit their jobs, move to Gainesville, and then get a master's degree. We wanted them to stay where they are, but make their master's program relevant to their teaching, so they could learn something in their coursework and implement it the very next day.
And these are teachers that are elementary, middle level, and high school. Is there something for those who are starting college teaching as assistant professors? Or
No, it didn't have that focus. It was really focused on classroom teachers, K-12.
Okay.
But then we started a new program based on that, which was an online doctorate. That was for people that wanted to be in maybe college teaching or in the school district level. So we started that program similar to the teacher leadership program. It was online, and it was for people that wanted to stay in their district but learn while they were teaching and leading. So that program is going great today.
How many students are enrolled in that?
We have a cohort of about 30 every other year, and we've been doing that since 2010.
Is it a 4-year program, the online
It is.
doctorate program?
With a dissertation.
Yes.
Yep.
You seem to be in a position where you are impacting the college courses that go on for our students, right? And then you're are working with the teachers at both on-site, I guess some come back, right, as well as online.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also, the other part of my identity is working with people that want to become teachers. So I'm PI on a grant with the state of Florida right now that we built a program to help people become teachers who, again, online. So it's a little different because we have a campus-based elementary program, but this one is online. And it's for people that want to jump into a classroom in their junior year of college and learn how to be a teacher while teaching with a master teacher. So they come in and work at the side of a teacher, work at the elbow of a teacher, learn how to do it, and take courses at the same time.
Is that similar to, I can recall when I went through, that I had to go to do student teaching like a semester somewhere with a science teacher, and they,
Right.
yes,
Except they do that for 2 years, and they're there every day.
2 years.
2 years. And it's called an apprentice program because they're learning equally from the mentor teacher as they are from the university. So it's all at the same time. Traditional programs, you do the university work first, and then you go into a classroom and do your internship.
Yes.
So I just like learning it at all the levels, helping people learn how to become teachers, helping teachers who are already in the classroom, helping people who want to go beyond that and take jobs that are more leadership in teaching. All of it.
More power to you. I mean, I think that's awesome. How do you do the online education in terms of the technology? I mean, it must be, you must have a number of individuals, personnel that help make the systems work.
I think so. So we need help with instructional designers and people who keep everything running, to keep all the tech running. But the kind of programs that I build are not super high tech. They're more high touch. So a lot of interaction between the learners, a lot of interaction with the instructor, not recorded videos that they just listen to. It's more active learning. They're using their context to create the assignments that they do so that everything is relevant to them. So it's a lot less tech intensive than you would think.
The other aspect I'm thinking as you're sharing is that the number of faculty that you have, because you have a diverse faculty then with all the objectives and goals that you have, correct?
Mm-hmm. So in the School of Teaching and Learning, we've got a lot of different content area people. So science people that science education people, math education, English education, social studies education, all the different subject areas that are in a school. And then people that are in educational technology that are not only K-12 focused, but learning through technology in industry, corporations, higher education.
So is Dr. Crippen, is he in the
Science education.
science education, and Pasha?
He's technology.
Technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 42 faculty members, and they're all amazing. So it's easy to lead people who are doing great work. And I just have to create the conditions for them to thrive at what they do. I don't want to get in their way. I don't want to impose my vision on them because they have strong visions and they're doing amazing things. So I just want to set the conditions for them to thrive.
Set and support, right?
Right.
Yes. What else, and what else would you like to share in terms of, as you see the future, in terms of where education's going?
Well, I think learning is going to happen in a lot of different places, contexts. Technology is going to be a great place. Some learning will be independent. Some learning will be with educators. So I think we have to broaden what we think of as teaching and education and realize that it's going to happen in different venues and different formats.
Like online versus on site type activities.
And then a whole mess of hybrid in between.
Let me address that. In the past 4 years, I think that you were involved with anatomical science education doctoral program that we had through anatomy and cell biology when I was a professor here. And you made such an impact in terms to our graduate students that the program, the doctorate program, allowed our graduate students that in the program to learn anatomy, but also come over here on the other side of 13th Street and learn in the School of Teaching and Learning aspects of how to teach, what to teach, and I think we got two graduates currently who have gone and become assistant professors starting this past fall, and so for you and your group over here in the School of Teaching and Learning, it's been impactful. That's the word for the day, I guess.
I think we don't do anything super special, but help them learn how to study their teaching and how to make their teaching better and how to study it. So they're not just learning how to do research in the hard sciences, but learning how to learning that it's okay to study their own teaching, and that's a valid form of research.
And you're more quantitative versus quantitative?
No, I'm qualitative. Yes.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean I don't have quantitative colleagues that I work with when I feel like that's the kind of research we need to do.
So you wear sort of three hats in terms of administrative, but also education, research, and I would guess scholarly activities.
I'm a clinical faculty member, so I'm not tenure track. So the expectations for what I do for research productivity is smaller. So I don't have to publish in really high quality journals, top tier journals. But that doesn't mean I can't. It just means I'm not expected to. So I'm not expected to be a PI on grants, but I am because I like it, and so I like it because I can pursue what I want to pursue when I want to pursue it. It's a nice flexible job for me.
It sounds that way.
And I can be a director if I want to be a director.
So what do you say to the individuals out that would be listening to the podcast in terms of thinking about wanting to be a teacher, or how they go about, if they feel like they've got a calling or not? You have words of wisdom perhaps to them?
I think one thing we don't help young people learn are the wide variety of pathways that a career can have. So I think when people are young, they think, well, I don't want to be a teacher. But a teacher means so many things. You're a teacher. It's one part of your identity. So we need to help them see that there are multiple pathways. So picking one career is not going to be a dead end or that for their whole lives, but what are the ways that I can grow within that and grow toward leadership in that area? And if we help them see that, I think teaching is a much more appealing career when you know all the pathways that are possible.
Yes, and for them just to ask, and there's individuals like yourselves that can help guide them to make the best decisions for their future. Talking about the future is starting yesterday, one of my granddaughters started teaching first grade.
All right.
First grade.
Congratulations.
Well, I think that's, I'm excited for her. Just something that she felt was a calling. And then she's got the opportunity and to help guide young minds and individuals. Reminds me when you talked about you started out at Fort McCoy, 5th grade, right? I mean, the impact that you would have or did have on those students, 30 students, right?
Yeah. And then you don't know where her career is going to go and where her passions are going to go yet. But as long as she knows she has possibilities, that's good.
Yes.
She might be department chair at her school. She might want to be a curriculum leader.
She might be a director of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Might want to go work at the district or be an instructional coach. Lots of options.
Like you.
Right.
Yes.
Like to play in all kinds of fields.
Well, the university, as well as the School of Teaching and Learning and the College of Education, they're in many ways blessed that you're here making a difference in the lives of students, teachers, staff. Thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you. And working with the anatomical sciences education students has really been a pleasure. It's really fun to work with people from another discipline who want to learn a little bit more about yours too. So it's been a nice partnership. Enjoyed working with you.
I agree.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.